Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. If you are new, our channel does heavily rely on product and tool videos, as that's how we get the job done, and our industry heavily relies upon them. We also cover how-tos and vlogs showcasing the work done here at Apex Detail. This series coming up will showcase a rather hefty job we have on an Anniversary Z06 Corvette. C6 Corvette, beautiful car, convertible. We have a lot to do, so without further ado, let's get the job started. We are just about ready to jump on this 60-year anniversary 2013 L57 7.0-liter Z06 Chevy Corvette. Black on black and black convertible top. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to restore the finish, protect it, and freshen it up a bit. Now, we also go well beyond detailing here, and I'll show you some of the footage as to what we can do, and we're going to start in this series and in this video today. On the to-do list for this Z06, we're going to remove the PPF that's a third of the way up the front clip. It's yellowed, it's beaten up, and it's time to remove it. I'm not the hugest fan of PPF. We do offer it here. I have clients that take their cars to the track and also have vehicles with troubled soft clear coat, and it's necessary. But I'm a paint guy, and I never like to cover up paint with absolutely anything. We're also going to remove swirls, scratches, love marks, and some nicks and chips, and also hard water spots. We're going to protect it bumper to bumper. We're going to do a wheels off, protect the wheel arches, the wheels, and the calipers with a high temp coating. We also have a customized magnetic ride control from Jim Merrow, the designer of magnetic ride control for GM, ready to be installed. First thing we do here is remove the front and rear license plate, any aftermarket or customized part that is hindering our access to painted areas. When we have that step done, we move on to the next one, which in this case is going to be to install a customized magnetic ride control unit. And that comes from the man himself, Jim Merrow. Not a hard job at all, but a bit tedious because there's a lot of things we need to tear apart to get to the unit itself. So let's get started. Okay, so let's quick take a time out, or a sidebar, so to speak, so I can just basically explain how ride control unit works. Guys, I love to study what I'm working on, no matter what it is. I have to know what it is inside and out, what makes it tick. It's just who I am. And I'll pass that information on to you. I think you'll find it interesting, as I have. So if this is a strut tower here, the shock, and the cylinder here has a piston inside. Inside there's fluid with metal flake, and there is a very strong magnet with openings. And if you introduce a current, it'll dampen the shock tower or dampen the ride. So if you introduce a current, it will constrict the flow of the fluid up through the little portals here, and if you stop the current, it'll open it up and free it up. So if you free it up, it's a softer ride. If you restrict it, it's going to be a stiffer ride. Hope that makes sense. So the designer for GM, who's now retired, customizes these control units. And from what I hear from everybody who has had one installed on their Corvette or whatever, has been absolutely blown away by it. So I highly recommend. I'll put a link down below so you can look into it further. Contact Jim Merrow is his name. Incredible guy, just a genius, and one of the heroes in the automobile industry, if I have anything to say about it. So let's move on. I'll show you how we get this unit onto the vehicle. It's a simple plug and play unit. So we need to elevate the car, remove the wheel and tire, inner fender well and whatever's attached to it, and the fender. And before removing the fender, we need to mark it to line it up perfectly when we get it back on to have those perfect body lines and creases. So that's what we'll do here. The fender comes off and that exposes the ECU or engine control unit, and hiding right behind that is the MRCU or magnetic ride control unit. Two 10mm bolts comes out, slides right off, and we just swap out the control units. It's a simple plug and play process. Lock it in, bolt it back on, reverse the process, put the car back together. We carefully set that fender back on there, get everything lined up absolutely perfectly between every body seam, body part, panel. We want it better than factory. And that's it. That's all there is to it. The vehicle is back down on the ground. The control unit is locked in, and it's ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So now we can continue on, and the next thing we're going to tackle is this god-awful PPF here. I just don't like the... If you're going to PPF, do the whole front clip or just the front bumper. Take the bumper off. No lines, guys. So all you need is a heat gun for this. Heat up each section and just very carefully peel it back. There's going to be a little bit of adhesive residue left behind, so make sure you have some Citril 266 or Goof Off Pro next to you to follow up. By the way, guys, this particular job tears up the hands and fingers, and I soon wise up and grab the gloves I should have had on from the beginning. And with a little bit of patience, we have that yellowed gross PPF off the vehicle and laying in a pile to be disposed of. Now, what we have left over is a little bit of adhesive. Now we're going to grab the Goof Off Pro and get back to work. For the bigger, thicker pieces of adhesive, you can also use a little plastic shaver or razor here. Heat it up first and it'll come off. Then whatever's left behind, you can use the citral. Okay, moving right along, we have another box checked. We have the PPF removed. We have the magnetic ride control installed, and we can keep moving along. All right, that's going to do it for this video, the first video in the series. We are on time. We are on schedule. Everything's moving along smoothly. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and we'll continue on with the project.